Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Stuart Victor Echo 9 Charlie Foxtrot. A chilly morning here in the Canadian Maritime for the end of May. Woke up this morning to 3 degrees Celsius after it being 30 degrees the other day. Anyway, I had a great QSO with Golf 4 Uniform November Bravo yesterday on 20 meters. And he was asking how Archie was doing because he saw Titan, my daughter's dog, in my hex beam video. And Archie's doing quite well. Yeah, he's doing good. He's out sniffing, trying to find a place to do his business and catching up on all the smells of around the property. And yesterday, I actually had numerous QSOs on the air from people across in Europe. Hey, thanking me for this channel. So you're very, very welcome. And there, I was asked, hey, Stuart, why do you do your YouTube channel? Interesting question. Something I really never gave it a lot of thought to why I do this. I can tell you right now, it's not to get rich. I tell you, I'm not going to make a ton of money on YouTube. Most of you know that I don't accept free gifts. I don't accept product samples. I don't accept any form of advertising. I don't do memberships. Why would you want a membership in a ham radio guy's YouTube channel? I don't get that. I don't get why people do that, but to each their own. But back to my reason why I started this YouTube channel. Well, number one, it forces me to learn new things. And my way of learning is by sharing. I did that through my whole career. If I didn't know something, I learned it, self-taught, and then I presented it in a seminar. And that was one great way for me professionally to learn a bunch of new stuff. So I learned a bunch of new stuff in ham radio by researching it and putting it on this channel. Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I get it wrong. I'm not out for fame or glory. I don't want to be known as a POTA god, although there's many so-called POTA gods out there. I don't want to be one of those guys. I just want to be a guy who loves his hobby and wants to share stuff with you. Yeah, I can leave YouTube tomorrow and I would be perfectly happy playing ham radio. But I also like to challenge myself, and I'm learning a lot of new ways to edit video by using my Filmora and doing these videos. And I just really enjoy having that person on the air thanking me for doing something that changed their way of doing ham radio. There's a guy, Mike, in New York, who thanks me every single time when I work him on the radio. Charles, Kilo 2 Charlie Alpha Foxtrot. These are not the POTA guru call signs that many of you are used to hearing. These are just down-to-earth guys who love ham radio. We got, my buddy Henny and another Papa Delta 7 Victor, Will, Papa Delta 4 Barbecue. This is just a bunch of regular guys. I mentioned Golf 4 UNB. These are just regular guys who love ham radio. And, sometimes I sit back and wonder, why are people watching that video of somebody in Florida struggling with an antenna or putting a radio on top of a battery, and they're not really giving you any real information, but they still get thousands and thousands of views. And I sometimes sit, what am I doing wrong with 600 views, 500 views? Sometimes I'll get 1,200 views. Sometimes I'll pop and get 3,000 views, like my interviews with Greg, KJ6ER. So I'm not sure. I mean, the video series I'm doing are great because I get to sit down and talk to people and learn their stories and share that with you. But sometimes I think, hey, what am I missing here? How does somebody, who doesn't really share a bunch of information just, I don't know, goes out to a park somewhere and flops around and gets 5,000 views? I don't know, you tell me. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? There's a lot of great YouTube people out there who have great content that don't get a lot of views. I don't know. What are we doing wrong? You guys are the viewers. You tell me. You tell me what it is. I'm interested to find out. But why did I start this YouTube channel? Because I like to share information. I like to learn. And I very much like to connect with people from around the world. That's the one thing I love about ham radio. It's connecting with people around the world. If it's SSB at a park, or sitting on doing FT8 at home, or checking into the 14247 net, or whatever it is. That's the reason I do ham radio. I'm Stuart Victor Echo 9 Charlie Foxtrot. Let me know in the comments below. What can I do better? What can I change? What would you like to see? And we'll see you guys in the next video.